TGIF, everybody. iAppleGuy Kingsley here with a tag vid. Basically, I've got some YouTube survey questions. I'm going to answer them myself and then push them back out to you for a response, and also some of my other favorite YTers. So feel free to leave your video response in the comments below, and I'd love to hear what you have to think. So here are the questions. Number 1, why are you called that? Well, iAppleGuy Kingsley is iAppleGuy is because of me, but Kingsley, mildly long story. Kingsley is actually what I took on as a stage name a long time ago, because there was a girl who I was in love with when I was 14 years old, and she wanted her name to be Kingsley, I thought, but I found out later on she wanted her name to be Kinsley, but I chose Kingsley as kind of the more masculine spelling of it to sort of match her in a way, but it stuck, and I used it all the way through my acting career in independent features and such like that, and as a writer and such. So that's how Kingsley came about. It's also actually an Americanized version of my real name, which is Laura, which is actually French. The second question is, tell us about your favorite teacher. My favorite teacher, hands down, was my theater teacher when I was in the 6th and 7th grade. Her name is Joanne Farabee, and she is literally my favorite teacher of all time. She was my favorite teacher because not only did she support my growth as an actor, and I still talk to her even vaguely to this day, but also she also gave me the hardest time. She was the first person who caused me to cry when I didn't get a part, because I wanted to do this part in a play when I was in the 6th grade, and she basically rejected me to play a big part, saying that, you know, I basically had to earn my way up through the ranks to get to it. And I was really irritated with her at first, but then she just sort of cemented my passion for being an actor. And so I really love her for that. I still love her to this day. A really wonderful lady. She and her husband, who's since passed, were just wonderful people to me, very supportive to me throughout my youth in the acting community. So Joanne Farabee, thumbs up to you. The next question, what's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? I haven't eaten anything terribly strange. The oddest thing I've ever eaten, and the thing I didn't really care for the most, was goat. I did a film called Hoboken Hollow in Menard, Texas, and they had a barbecue at the end of production, and they made goat, like goat brisket, and goat is very kind of hard to chew, and to me very tough, so that'd be the strangest thing I've eaten. It's also kind of my least favorite kind of meat. The next question is, what was your first gig? My first paying gig was one of two. I want to say my first paying gig was I played a very bizarre skater character in a commercial for a video game, a handheld video game console, one of the early ones, called Radica, and basically it was like pocket poker. That was the first gig I ever had. I had super long hair down to here. I wore like a blue Hawaiian shirt and like a backwards cap with sunglasses on, and basically my line in the whole film, in the whole 30-second spot, was "Radical, dude," and that was and I got paid $500 and something, almost $600 for it. So it was my first gig, and I was super excited about acting as a result of that. What is your favorite place in the world? My favorite place? Well, I have two, actually. One is New York City, and the other is Los Angeles, California. Why are those two my favorite places? Well, to me, New York is the embodiment of sort of old classic style. New York City, still to this day, looks very classical and very nice to be in, sort of very vintage, and so I really like that. And in contrast, Los Angeles is one of the most sort of further developed areas, technologically advanced, the entertainment capital of the world, as it were. So I really love Los Angeles as well. The 6th question is, who do you want to answer this survey next? Well, I will tag all of my friends on Facebook when I make a post. I also would like to in addition to Ty, who's already answered this survey, I would like to tag Shay Carl, What the Buck, Michael Buckley, who I also adore, Soldier Knows Best, who's an awesome YouTuber, and D Rose Video 1, who actually does a daily wrestling news recap. He's a really great show, very consistent YouTuber. You should check him out if you're into wrestling, whether it be WWE, TNA, or some of the more rural companies when it comes to wrestling. So those are the people I will tag. And in addition to that, I would like to say that question number 6 I would like to add is, who are your favorite YouTubers? So please feel free to answer that question and all the other ones above, and leave a video reply. Like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for future videos from iAppleGuy, and I will see you next time. Take care, my friends. Live on!